Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude for Chicago. We're here for real people with real creativity in real time. Fredlings never give up, and I want on you. And today we're back with another uh, Lucky Mountain Zoo video here today, and well, really a live stream. And today we are going to be working on our moving of the animals. We're not doing a webcam today for all the curious people because we are doing some work in the background. Okay, why is everything like met? Today's just not it with my with my with my computer, I guess. Do I have sound on anything? This is crazy. Let's go to Zach Daily Games and just click on one of his streams because I doubt that he'll give me a copyright strike. We'll see. Do I have sound? No, I don't have sound. Wow, that's crazy. Last night I had sound, but today I don't have sound. Okay. Let's try to get you guys some sound. Let's go up here. Also, I thought the sound settings would stay the same. All right. Well, apparently my graphics card is giving me sound. There we go. Perfect. That's very weird. All right, but today we're going to be moving our animals, and the reason why, if anybody's curious, is this is our Africa section. This is our South America and Asia section, and why do we have African animals over here and not over here? That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So what we're going to do is we're going to move them in the easiest way possible and get everything set up to go. So let's just double check to make sure that all of these are the correct animal. And then if they are not, this says Africa. So the wildebeest are going to have to move, the black wildebeest. I'm pretty sure the gemsbok as well too. We'll go into environment. Yep. This one I can always never get the name correctly, so we're not going to even pronounce it. The apaka, that has to move. And then what's the last one? The gazelle. The Nali. Yeah, they're all Africa, and then this one is definitely Asia. So we got to move them. So how do you propose to do this? Well, what we'll do, like what they do in real life, is if I could actually we just copy this, rotate this to this side, and we're just going to literally, you can see how off we are by fractions of an inch. Like, this is completely dead on accurate in terms of, like, I know it's not accurate of straight across, but we can take a look at that too, I guess. We went straight across from here. Let's see. Ready? See how far off we are. We are off by not much, but we are off just enough. As you clearly see, it should be right about there. But that is more of a huge thing to fix, even if you are off by a fraction of an inch, because if you don't realize, which some of you might not know, is by just changing that small little thing, other than doing what we're doing right now, you're going to have to redo your entire building, your entire paths, your entire roads. And honestly, that is not worth the time to do that at all. So the first things we're going to do is we're going to duplicate our buildings, and we're going to try to get them as smack on as possible. So let's do some of that rotation. And then we're going to kind of line them up as best as we can with our tools. I forgot, did I use no barriers on that side? I don't even remember. I did use no barriers. Okay, that is a cool detail that I honestly forgot I even did. So there's going to be some no barriers on this side. We're going to slightly readjust. And the reason why I'm asking that right now for y'all is because I kind of want to make sure that I line these up pretty close with some of the fencing so that we can like easily adjust it. And then we'll move this one, I guess, here. It doesn't have to be exactly like the original, but I do want it to be changed up just enough. So put this one here and slightly align this up as best as we can. And we'll move it right there. And then our final one is over here. We'll duplicate this and we'll bring this to this side. And we'll rotate this over here. Now, I don't know actually what I'm going to do in the final plot, but maybe you could actually just put a building there while we're here. Just for the absolute principle. I'll put this one in the center of this build right here. Then we'll take the small one, and we'll just throw the small one in there, and if we need to make it a little larger, we'll make it a little larger a little later on. Now, I do wish I actually, from building yesterday's habitat, I do wish I had a better source of allowing staff members to move around, because it is always very, very difficult for my staff members to move around this park sometimes. I made it a lot easier recently, but it is still always difficult to do. So we go like this. Go like this. Slightly off, but it's not the end of the world. Click in here, and it'd probably be easier if I just move this over here. Click on this, no barrier, perfect. Click on this, no barrier, and then we're gonna have to insert another wall, which is pretty schmack-a-dab on. Well, it was a second ago. Like that. And we'll put in a fence there, and we'll insert another fence right about there. Click these two, null. We will click on this, readjust, and then I don't know how I did the wall on the, oh, because it's just a solid wall, so we're gonna have to make a solid wall out of this, I guess. Well, that just doesn't make sense too much. Hold on. Oh no, what happened? Did I undo this one? I don't know. Something's wrong with my mouse. It kind of keeps getting caught up. Oops. Let's grab this, and we'll press the move tool, and we'll move it to this side. And the reason why is because this has an opening in a wall next to it. So I must have done that for a specific reason on the other side. So I kind of want to keep that going as much as we can. And we will edit this barrier. Grab this, move this to here. Click this, null barrier. Grab these two. Readjust that as closely as we can, and null barrier. Perfect. Now we're technically done with doing that. We're gonna grab ourselves some wooden gates, right? Is that what we used on this side, or we used the actual nice gates? I keep forgetting. We used the nice gates, even though we don't really need the nice gates on these. We still did. So let's go back in here, and let's go into our habitat gate. I'm gonna place that right next to this. There goes one. There goes two. Honestly, it'd be nice to slide it in there, but there goes three. There goes four. Maybe on this one, we're going to place it on this side so it's a little bit easier for people, staff members to get to this side. And then, even though there is nothing technically here, we're going to go to staff path, and we're going to align. We're going to bring these across. So at least we have a straight pathway as much as we possibly can. Habitat gates. Throw that in there. And technically we're done. Now, this side's probably going to have a little bit more of an issue because we still don't have our... what's it called? We don't really have a staff room for these guys. They technically just are a part of the void. I don't know how to really say it. They're a part of quadrant 3 and 4, and 3 and 4 don't have their own pathway. Who is inside of this pathway, by the way? In another work zone, quadrant 3 and 4 have all of these. So who has... Oh, because it's in this is its own facility. I completely keep forgetting, like, what is going on here? And I hope when I move these guys, the thing still, like, recognizes it as the same event. I don't know how to say that. They recognize that these are the same habitats, even though I'm not changing them. Okay, let's take a look, and we're not going to completely copy everything, and it's not going to be an exact identical twin, but what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do the water features. Each one of these has a water feature, except for the gems buck, where it's very, very small. And then, okay, I think I could do that. So they all have a water, all 5 of them have a water feature. So let's go into our sculpting tool, if that's called correct. Yep, sculpting tool. We're going to our push tool, and we're just going to slightly push this down, all of them. I'm going to flatten it out, grab some water, drop that in there. Perfect, looks good to me. Go into our smoothing tool, do a little smooth, grab some water, drop that in there. Perfect, now we have a little bit of water in that one. We'll go in here, we'll push this down slightly, and we're going to smooth it out. We're going to grab our water, and that looks to be perfectly fine. They can't really be too deep. The gems buck. No, that's not the gems buck. This is the gems buck. What the hell is this? This is Opeki. The Opeki does not want water at all, so we're going to do that one a little bit later. We're going to go into our terrain tool. This one actually wants a little bit of water, so go down slightly, flatten the foundation, smooth it out, grab some water, drop it in there. Perfect. Just checking the depth, make sure that that's perfectly fine. And the final one, don't know what this habitat will be, but we're going to drop in some, we're going to smooth this out. Where's my smooth tool? Smooth this out and drop in some water here, and we're technically done. Okay, so this one really does not want water at all, so we're just going to make it a little smaller in size. Grab our smooth tool, and it should just be like really a drop of water like that. Perfect. All right. Now this side we are going to do the most easy and basic thing ever. So these rocks really can't move. The only thing that can move is really the animals itself and their toys. So what we're going to do is we're just going to press play, and we're going to move all of these guys. So let's pause, as Morgs famously said. Can I just select animals like that? No. Okay, so what we'll do is we have to send to the trading center. Press play. Send to the trading center. Send to the trading center. Alright, perfect. They should be all in the trading center for the black wildebeest. And now what we'll do is we'll go into our zoo media, go into our trading, go to our animal storage, grab our wildebeests, and we will drop them right into here. Now, what are we going to do with this habitat now that these guys are gone? Well, it's quite simple. We're going to delete all the bedding, because we're going to want to give that sort of like missing vibe. So we're going to delete all the bedding. We're going to delete the toys, which I could easily just copy and paste to the other side. And I would like to just delete the water too, but that should be fine. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to want to do these gems box. So we're going to throw them all inside of our trading center. I think if you go too fast sometimes you don't want to be thrown away. Alright, perfect. And then we can also do the same thing here with the bedding. I guess we don't really need to delete the toys, but I really guess we don't need to delete any of this. It could just be like empty. But I kind of like deleting the toys. I think the rubbing pad should be fine if I leave it there. Kind of really feels like out of place, but like the food ones kind of have to go though. We'll delete all of this. Just betting for this guy. But before we go any farther, let's go into our trading. Let's go into our gems box. Click on all of them, and we'll send to zoo, and we will drop that in over here. Perfect. And next is just this one Opeki. And I'm so sorry you're using your feeder right now. Turn off the sprinkler as well, because obviously that's going in the garbage. These things can stay. But you need to be boxed up and sent to our other part of the zoo. It's a golden female. Wow, beautiful. Didn't realize that was a golden. But here come all the guys running over here. One by one. They're running pretty far because they have to go. Yeah, here they come. Okay, so who do you have in the box? I don't know if it tells you who's in the box. This says the last thing they thought is this job is a snooze fest. Now they're running around. So they got to come out of this place, which is pretty far run, which I don't know if there's actually a shorter cut here. There's not a door. But they're running from over here. And they have to go out this way to this place. Now, I thought it would be easier if they kind of go out this way and come down, but maybe it isn't. It just feels like this is kind of a... They come out of this building. They come, like, really from... like, back here. Gotta go down, around. So we're going to need to have them have a shortcut or have just another facility back here just taking care of those guys. Because that's a very far walk, to be honest with you. But that's not really my job to judge. But now we're going to throw all these Nolly inside of the trading facility as well. Move them all over. This is probably the most our people at our zoo had to work in quite some time. Because usually we never move them. I think this is probably a really cool idea of doing this. Because at the end of the day... even though they are getting moved, they're going to have not a nicer facility per se, but it will give our park a little bit of detail, a little bit of creativity. Like, these guys are now officially gone, and we're going to actually turn off all these signs, sort of feeling like it's closed. And the reason why I find this very interesting to do, which you might not, but I do find this interesting to do, is... because in real life, they moved the, like I was saying, the polar bear and the lions. And my entirety of the life, I knew the lions in this one section. And the habitat didn't change. Now, it was more of a custom thing like this. Something nicer. Not like that. It was not that nice. But, you know, something like this, which used to be all for polar bears, is now for pandas. Nothing changed except for, like, the landscape. Vice versa. It was a lot smaller. So... that's why I kind of wanted to do that moving of the animals, so that we could kind of see, like, you know, what's going on here. There's nothing over here. And, of course, the trees and all that stuff is going to stay, because you can't really just get rid of trees. Now, they will get deleted when we put in the Asia animals and all those other guys, because obviously they're going to want their own trees and their own little things. But for the right now, for the next couple of days and weeks, we'll be keeping it like that. Okay, so the final ones that we need to move is our beautiful Nolly, which we have a lot of them, 7 of them to be correct, and we'll drop them right over here. And we're about to see all these guys probably go for a sprint soon. I guess not. And I guess they're going down here just because why not, huh? This staff room is so far, I'd be worn out by time. I will be worn out just by the time I get here. Okay, I can handle... I can easily handle this workload. Yep, see, that's another one that they're complaining about. Small food feeding tray cannot be reached. Inaccessible. Alright, well, we'll move the food tray over to this side then, I guess, in the open. Alright, perfect. Well, while that's done, we're gonna continue working inside of our place. So let's just get these guys all up to speed on what they are need to be accommodated with. We're gonna go with a lot more soil than grass, as these cheaper budget. Well, they're more budget animals for zoos, but in real life, it seems like they go with a lot more dirt and soil and sand than actual grass, which is not a bad thing, but I definitely like it. And then obviously the classic throw the rock inside of all these habitats. We might as well just do that now because we all know what's going to happen. And we're going to put bedding on all of this. I guess the greatest thing about building these all together and redoing them is you already know what they need and want. And dang, this side of the thing is a little weird because this is supposed to be backed up against that wall. But ingenuity is what I like to call it. So we just kind of move these over here. Oops. Let's duplicate this over here, not move. We're just going to copy these. And we're just going to keep making a little bit of creativity in our park. Huh? There we go. Perfect. That was actually quite an easy fix. Could have moved the whole wall and did a whole bunch of terrain paint and all that randomness. Just like this side, this is supposed to be backed up against this wall, apparently. But that's an easy fix. We just delete, delete, delete. And we'll just duplicate. And I don't even think this is an original thing by me. I'm pretty sure this is a in-game piece. About 100% sure it is. And even though we don't have an animal coming in here, we'll play it in here or paste it in here. Like so. All right, perfect. So technically, we're all done with the rocks. Or how much rocks that I want to do. Grab some heavy soil. We're going to paste that into here. And we go into our terrain. And, oops, do not do that like that. We're going to get our short grass in. And these guys should be pretty accommodating happy with some of the short grass soon enough. They actually want long grass, which is... I guess it is strange because I don't remember any animal wanting long grass. They want some sand too, which is crazy to me. I guess we can give them sand. Do they want sand? I'll give them sand. Give them a little bit of sand on this side, shall we? Now they don't have enough long grass. Green! I like to put the... I don't know where I put the long grass at because I don't see anything in this habitat for long grass. But we'll add some long grass in the back, really. Alright, perfect. And then I need to grab some of this light soil, turn down the intensity, kind of blend this in here, some of these random pieces. And then we should be good to go. Tugspoo, thanks for coming out to the live stream. Where's my webcam, he asks. Well, that's a good question. Today, I'm just not having my webcam on because I am cleaning my room. And... I just don't want to turn it on right now. Where is it? Black Willoughby. So yeah, we're just going to be doing it like this for today. And then we'll be back to normal hopefully tomorrow. Blueprints. Blueprints off. Okay. So we're moving these animals. Let's get these black wildebeest all set up to go. Let's go inside of our habitat and let's give them all their necessities. So let's throw some bedding in here. Classic. Large bedding. I usually would use, like, try to guess the sizes of them, but these animals will sleep on any bedding, so really is not the end of the world. So let's throw some bedding in there. Then they're going to need some rubbing pillars. Classic. Throw a rubbing pillar over there. Throw them a grazed ball. I really enjoy the grazed ball more than this barrel thing. We're going to give them some water. Shall we? Give them some water. We'll put that right over here. Well, they have a pond. Do they have enough area by any chance? They do. They have more than enough. Alright, let's look at their statistics here. Social. They actually wanted another adult, which is crazy to me. I didn't think they wanted another adult. But I guess I've been lacking on it for them. Food enrichment. So they want another food enrichment thing. So we'll give them a grazer, I guess. I gave them another grazing ball, but I'll put this here, and then I'll take this grazed ball and move that there. And now they should be okay. Sure. Perfect. Nutrition. Perfect. Well, they actually don't have perfect nutrition. I also don't know if this is too deep for them, because the game sometimes likes to pretend like stuff's too deep when it actually isn't. Okay, now they want some trees and some plants, so we're going to come in here and grab some of our classic elephant grass, throw that in to give it a little bit of detail and kind of cover some of this up. We're going to grab... Fever trees are the most nastiest trees of all time. Don't know. I apologize for everyone for even seeing that tree in the game. We're going to throw some of these other trees in here to give us a little bit of detail. Just give us a little bit of detail to break off the that. They're missing on some food. Habitat, what are y'all complaining about? Cleanliness. Okay, that makes sense because our staff members are going to take their sweet time to get over here. That does make sense. And then we're going to add in some rocks to give us a little bit of detail. And we might even make this a null barrier, to be honest with you. Why not? Give it a little bit of detail, go a little bit above and beyond that we didn't do on the last one, huh? I think that would be pretty cool. Hopefully they don't climb out. I don't think these animals are the ones for, per se, climbing. And we'll go like this. Grab this here. And we'll go bloop. And ta-da! This has to be moved, though, because that sticking randomly out is kind of weird. So now they have a little bit of a detail. Wow, that actually looks... You gotta have to... I don't know. You kind of have to... I think you have to kind of do the whole thing if you do it like this. Where are my rocks at? Like, you have to kind of do the whole back wall. Like, you can't, like, leave it like this. Like, you have to put a null barrier there, and you kind of have to do this like this. Doing it that one way, it's cool, but, like, you really gotta have to get it to go. And I'm sure we'll get the protesters here in a couple minutes for the cleanliness on these things, and that's probably going to be a tomorrow thing for fixing up those. But yeah, that looks way better, honestly. I don't like... Well, it's because of the shadow of the sun. But they are good. I think they still do want another animal. But, you know, this is a really small habitat. So, I don't really want to throw them another guy. Alright, next is the Gemsbok. The Gemsbok, we're going to go inside of our habitat, and we're going to turn this off, turn this back on, go to species, and we're going to go find the Gemsbok. And before we do anything ever again, we're going to throw in all the beddings that we possibly need for all of these animals, because the bedding will be the same. So we'll throw in the bedding there, grab the bedding for this guy as well. It really doesn't need a lot over here. These guys, they don't really need a lot, but there are more of them. I guess really all these habitats, they really don't need a ton. I think we can also do this too while we're here. The waters, throw water actually underneath this. This would be a perfect spot for it, but I doubt that the animal would actually go in there in real life. Do I have a water thing over here for them? I guess not. I'll add one here. And I will add one also, like, directly across from it. And the reason why is if this was real life, you know, the pipes are going underground. So it would only make sense for them to have the water right next to each other. And these are, like, more the budget things, so you really don't have to hide them away. But the one we're going to hide away as much as we can, which is right over here. We'll add in a pipe here. This one's inside, which is very nice. And I don't know what animal's going to go in here. But we might actually just add the pipe here. And then we should be good to go. Habitat, still not working on this one today, but we will do slight details to give them a little bit of stuff so we don't have to worry about that next time we stream. Alright, perfect. Next is the Gems Buck. We're going to go and drop in some terrain work. They're technically all good, but they actually want more sand and a little bit of soil. So we're going to go inside of our terrain. We're going to grab ourselves some sand. And we're going to get us some sand. Why not, huh? Well, that's exactly what they want, so kind of have to. So we'll add some sand in here. I really do enjoy them having the habitats to have different colors than grass. I really like that. Just makes it look a lot nicer and a lot more realistic, at least from what I've seen. Now, they might all like this sort of stuff, but it just looks a lot cleaner, too. Grab some of our soil, paste that back in there, grab some of our light soil, and do a couple of dabs on this side. Go back through here because the heavy soil is a little weird. The smooth grass, or short grass, technically. Get that in there. And we're going to have to retouch up some of our fine sand because there's some green patches in here. Perfect. So the Gems Box are also going to need some other attributions like food enrichment, toy enrichment. So we're going to give them also a raised ball. I think all these guys are probably going to end up getting a raised ball. A rubbing pillar. Classic, classic. We're going to need another food enrichment item as well. We're going to place in the feeder here. They do want more food enrichment. Strange. I don't think I did give these guys feeding troughs, actually. Replace the feeding troughs, like, pretty close to the entrance. Which this guy didn't get any. So that's my bad, really. Sorry, y'all. I'll place a food trough down here, though, for y'all to eat. I guess all these guys are going to need food troughs, and I'm going to place them as close to the entrance as possible. So when the staff member comes down here, takes care of it, they don't have to walk too far to feed them. Just instantly just drop the food because they already have to walk pretty far away. Alright, let's see what terrain and environment they want. They want Africa and desert. So I really do like that rock design that we did there in the back. So I'm going to actually really try my darn tootest to recreate this. Now, this might not be the same pattern for the population for the guys next to us in terms of desert. With that being said, if I just put a random rock there that doesn't match this design, it's gonna look so weird. I don't know if that makes sense, but if I just put one single rock here that didn't match, it would look so weird in terms of like, why'd you not just continue that? So put a null here and a null here, and that fence really doesn't look that bad. But you see, like, if we had just one random rock there, like, what are you doing, bro? That's what I would be saying. Okay, so they really don't need a lot of plant coverage either, which is a very good sign, because I actually really like animals that don't need a lot of plant coverage, especially on these quick streams, because we got things to be doing. But we are going to add in some of these nice trees here, these doom palms. And the rest of this is really just sand. And I don't know if anything could grow technically, but we're going to add in a few trees like that there. And we're going to call this one done. Now, next is the... Now, see, this is Africa. Or, I mean, desert. It's Africa, but I mean tropical. So we want to get this. This one actually wants a ton of plant coverage, which is something we probably should start on right away. So we're going to put these lily pads back in here, and I don't think they actually went into the water. We're having our animal protesters, I'm pretty sure, behind us. Pretty sure that classic yelling vibe. They want a ton of coverage. Now, what did I do on this side in terms of coverage for these guys? We used... It was a big habitat, really. Look at how huge this thing was. Oh, no, there's the fence. I couldn't even see that. But they had some of these big, luscious trees. So, let's see what we can do. We can do these... let's get the trees in first. One step at a time. The sausage trees. Throw a sausage tree in here. Throw a sausage tree over here. Another, like, lighter one. We're going to grab some of our classic giant rubs. And we're going to place those in over here. Kind of just integrate these giant rhubarb plants in. And the reason why we're just going to kind of put them in here is because we just need we really do need the coverage. Plus, we're running out of room inside of this habitat. I feel like this one's smaller for some reason. All right, so now it says this is not enough navigable land for this guy, and I don't understand why. Because I thought they had enough land on the other side, and I copied and pasted. So I could take these walls and move them over, I guess. Do you guys have enough land? You guys have more than enough land over here. So we're just going to do the right thing and just let you guys lose some of your land. Even though there's more of you. But this guy is complaining, so hopefully that's not end of the world thing, right? Habitats have been merged and invalid. I think it became invalid because I moved the wall. I guess we'll have to move this a little bit slower than I thought. What is up, Zach Daily Games? Thanks for coming out to the live stream. I hope you are having a good morning today. Right now we're moving our animals, our budget animals, from the other side to over here. And I think it is turning out quite good. Now, I could actually leave it like this, but that's going to be very weird. I'm going to try to get this as straight as possible. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Okay, this wall is giving me, this wall does not want to be moved. For some reason. Alright, well, we're gonna have to be big boy and just delete these walls and gotta see what happens here when we just add this fence in. Hopefully it's a easy fix. Oops. Now the question is I know I'm not the world's most capable of making this the straightest of all time, but dang, that is so far off. I hate it when the first thing it does is auto build. Let's go like this. Alright, that should be pretty dang close. Alright, perfect. Any tips on how to wake up on Monday? I'm sleepy. Get up and live stream. I'm sorry I don't have my webcam on, by the way, today, Zach. I know we had some questions on that. The reason why is because I'm doing I'm cleaning my bedding, and I want people to sleep in my bed, to be honest with you, or judge me. They'll be like, I don't know when probably would judge me, but you know it's the internet. I'd say what the easiest way to wake up on a Monday is to do a couple things. First off, wake up every single day at roughly the same time. It's tough to do, but you should roughly wake up. What? Is that still not enough room, bro? What are you talking about, bro? We just robbed the land from the people next door, and y'all are still complaining? Goodness me. Yeah, so I would say get up every single day at the same time, but you're already up. So what do we do now? Because obviously we can't fix that. Um, I'd say the first thing you should do, Zach, is get up and eat a high protein or a high fat meal. And you should get ready to start working out or praying or something. You should get up and eat, not like a high protein meal where you're shoving yourself with 10,000 calories, but I mean a protein meal where you're going to be energized and you're going to be fulfilled until lunchtime. Because obviously it's breakfast, you're breaking your fast, right? Yeah, so what I like to do, especially in the days that I really do not want to get up at all, is I will eat I will take a piece of toast. I'll take a piece of toast and I will throw peanut butter on the toast. Once the toast is done toasting, I'll throw half a tablespoon on one side, half a tablespoon on the other side of toast. So there's like 2 pieces of toast. And you're done. One animal has escaped. Which one has escaped? This guy. Okay. Let's call the emergency vet. There goes everyone running out of our zoo. The emergency vet is not doing its thing. I just paid $1,000 for you to do that. So that's a little bit annoying. Okay, please don't tell me you're still upset about your spacing here. You're not. Alright, perfect. Yeah, I'd say get up in the morning, do your workout, or eat something with some protein. I just do toast with some peanut butter. I also tell myself this. I heard this on a thing the other day. You have to just do the right thing all the time, and doing the right thing all the time, you might not know what the heck that means, considering you might not know what the right thing is. Now, I know you do, and I know other people do, and you might think you do. You might also not know what the right thing is, but the right thing is all the time is to do the things that you don't want to do, but you have to do them. So you just gotta get up, and you just gotta tell yourself, you know, we're doing the right thing right now. We're getting up, as you clearly are doing right now. I gotta work out. I have to work out. It's required by my biology. I gotta get up and I gotta work out. I gotta, you know, do this many push-ups or do whatever, walk, run. You do the right thing, and by time you get ready to leave your house, you already know. By the time you are ready to leave your house, you're already gonna be in the mindset of like, oh, I already walked a mile. I already ran a mile. I already did all my push-ups. I already read. I already, you know, prayed. I already did whatever you do. It'd be all done, especially the hard stuff. So that's what I try to do. I get up this is how I do it. I get up every day. I get up every day at 7:45 a.m. As a past week. I mean, this is a very new thing. I mean, maybe this is why Claude doesn't have his webcam on, because he doesn't want us to know. Because he doesn't want to be us to... Yeah, for the last week I've been waking up at 7:45, and I'm really enjoying this. I might wake up a little earlier, a little later, but 7:45 is the latest. So maybe not later. But I'll wake up at 7:45, and I will wake up. I will do some sort of very extremely light cleaning. For today, it's my bedding. Yesterday was my laundry. No, 2 days ago was my laundry. Yesterday was my laundry. No. Yeah? Some sort of cleaning, laundry, you know, organizing papers, something that will take no more than 5 minutes. All right, after making your bed, obviously you want to make your bed every single day. This should be the first thing you do. Right? I'll wake up 7:45. I will do some light cleaning. I will pray, and then I will use the bathroom if you really want to know all the details. Jump on the stream. Usually I would have my webcam on. I'm sorry, today I just can't because I'm actually cleaning my bedding in the background, so I'm not letting you see my bed. And then I will get done with this. I will eat something small with some high protein, which I just told Zach to eat right away. I haven't even ate right away. But I'll get up, I'll eat something with some high protein or something fatty. Not a lot of calories. I mean, when I'm eating in the morning, I'm eating no more than 300 calories. Maybe no more than 400 calories, but like 300 is like the pretty go-to. And I will just eat it, even though I'm not hungry at all. I would just force myself to eat it. And about 10-15 minutes later, you actually feel a lot better that you forced yourself to eat something. And then from there, it's pretty, from there, it's already about like 10 o'clock. I'll call my friend, see what's going on, and then I will go to work. Because as for most people know, or if you don't know, my job requires me to be there at these weird hours all the time. So like today I'm going to work from like 12 to like 8. So I mean, I might leave early. It's a part-time job. They might let me go home early, but I start at 12. 12 to 6 or 12 to 8 or 12 to sometimes 12 to 2. It really doesn't. Sometimes 12 to 3. I mean, it's a part-time job, so it's not obviously ideal for my situation, but it's ideal currently on how I'm doing it. And what is wrong? You guys, what's wrong with your social? There's too many adults. Okay, that makes sense. Because we just made this habitat smaller this time, so we're going to have to send some of y'all into another lifetime. So who are we clicking on? I want to find the ones that are not boys and that don't have very high prestiges. So we're going to send you to the Animal Trading Center. And let's take a look at our social meter. There's too many adults again. Not a high thing, so we're going to get rid of 2 of you. How is the social meter now? Perfect. You should do a morning routine video. Oh, that'd be kind of cool, honestly. That'd be really cool. I actually am gonna... Honestly, Zach, that's actually not a bad idea. I might do that. I don't know when I'll be able to record it. But yeah, the hardest part about getting up is doing the right thing all the time, even though you won't want to. The first thing I always tell everyone I saw in a video years ago, first thing you should do every single morning, I don't care who you are, king, queen, I don't care, is you should make your bed every single day. You don't have to do the bedding every day and clean it, but I mean, like, get up and make your bed every single day. That should be the first thing. If you can't do the small things in life, how do you expect to do the big things? That was, like, the best motivational speech I've ever saw. That military guy in at Texas University, he did the thing. Texan Longhorns. Best one ever. Best speech ever. It was a lot deeper of a meaning than just doing your bed, but it was really good. Alright, so we're going to add some of these things here. Grab some of these grasses and drop them in here. And usually I don't do like the grass on the outside, but this would be the absolute perfect time to incorporate some of this grass here. That one lady is giggling a little bit too much. This is a zoo. I guess you could do what you want. I won't be that bad. Now I want to find like a little tree and just kind of shove that in there. Perfect. I think that should be fine for the Nolly. And then, wow, we're actually done with in terms of the habitats here. We just got to do one little thing here. Go to our ends. Nolly, perfect. We're going to grab ourselves a rubbing pillar. Classic. Throw a rubbing pillar over here. I'm going to have that off a little bit. Then we're going to throw in a feeding ball. And then they want more food enrichment. I'm not going to lie, this is very small. Put the food enrichment down here. This is very small. These guys had quite a larger facility last time. But I don't know what I did wrong, because it's pretty much just copied and paste from the other side, so just very surprising to me. I want to do that rock sort of thing again. We're just going to go through to here. We're going to just use jungle rocks. Because we did not, I don't think we incorporated them in yet. And I think the jungle rocks actually look a lot better. These tropical rocks. They're nice black. They're not black, but they look like dark gray. They just look a lot overall nicer than the traditional rocks that we were using. So I'm going to grab some of these here and incorporate them in. What is up, Liam? Thanks for coming out to the stream. We are almost done with our build today, but I will tell you this, Liam, because you did ask. I am going to do the hippopotamus stream. I'm going to do the hippopotamus stream, yes. But I'm going to do it on like a Saturday or a Sunday. I don't know what my work schedule is at all this week because I have no idea except for today. I just know today I have to be there in the afternoon. No one said what time. But they said I have to be there in the afternoon. So, but I am going to do the hippopotamus stream, preferably on a weekend, or I will give you a heads up in the chat. Because I know you want to see the hippopotamuses, and I actually have no idea where they would go, so I can't even pretend. I would have to sit down and think about it. So when I know where they will go, the hippopotamuses, I will let you know. But I'm going to try to do it on a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm going to try. I'm not guaranteeing it. But I will try my absolute best. Sunday works for me. Okay, bet. We'll do Sunday. Sunday it is. All right, I changed my mind. We're doing it Sunday, 100%. Sunday, fun day. Everyone, we're doing it on Sunday. Sunday hippopotamuses are coming to Planet Zoo. 100%. 100%. Everyone, clip it. If you guys have not seen, by the way, Pavlin S just dropped a new video 9 hours ago on his park, his Planet Zoo park. I did not have a chance to watch it in its entirety yet, but I did see it right before I started today's live stream. What a surprise! Why did you move them again? Zach is asking us in the chat. The reason why we moved these animals, which is a very good question, is we moved them because, Claude, answer his question, bruh. There is a reason why you moved them. Well, Zach, we moved them because when I originally built this, I was going off the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, more of the south suburbs, and inside of there was budget animals on the right side of the park, and in the back, and on all sides, really. There's budget animals. The issue is, I thought, like I saw in real life, I used just all the African animals in the back, but the reason why they used all African animals in the back in Brookfield Zoo in real life is because Africa's next to it. The issue is here is this is South America, and then Asia begins here, which I wouldn't be too upset there's some South American animals here. But why is there African animals in Asia and South America? That just does not make any sense. It's a little bit silly. So that's the reason why we moved them, because they were in the wrong location. Now, we are going to leave these rocks here, which are technically wrong, and some of these plants that are wrong here, but we're going to give it that vibe that it still exists. If there's animals here, they're just getting located. We also want to incorporate, what's it called? We want to incorporate, like, the same animals to be in the same spots. I don't really know how to explain that. So that's really the only reason. And these guys are really standing in the way of this sign. I don't know why. Y'all really want to be educated or something. And there's nothing on the board. Nobody wants to see the Opaki at all. Perfect. So now we have those all lined up. Okay, clipped it. The zoo is getting pretty big. I remember when you first started off. Yeah, what was it, about a year? It's been over a year. I know it's been over a year. It's crazy. And, I mean, all of our streams have came within the last 2 months, really. Sunday works for me. Hi, Pebble S. Hold him to that. This zoo is getting pretty big. I remember when you first started the zoo. Where's your face? LOL. Okay, I clipped it. The reason my face is not on is because I am doing my bedding. I'm cleaning my bedding as we speak, and I really don't know what's gonna. I don't want you guys to see my room without my bedding on. You have seen the classic bedding on my bed for the past year, and I'm not planning on changing it up. Okay? Alright, perfect. Well, this is really pretty freaking close to being done. I would say it's done, but I feel like we're missing something at some point. So, this is our zoo. Obviously, nothing's over here, but I'm going to probably put the hippopotamuses somewhere here, I guess. We put the hippopotamuses pretty close on in our last zoo, too, but the only other place I can think is putting the hippopotamus down here. Our snow house is pretty big. I like how we can walk outside. We can also put the hippopotamuses back here and just take this building and move it back. But that's very unrealistic to just move a building. We can move animals. I get that. But moving an entire building, that just doesn't make sense. Now, I was going to end the series like once we kind of filled this area out. And that's what I'm planning on doing. But I was going to make a massive Africa thing back here, which we already have a lot of Africa, and they all have their own places. So we might have to move these guys again. I don't know. But I do want to have a safari ride, which is something we have never done before in Planet Zoo, and I have absolutely no idea how it works. And I don't know how it would look, but I do know that there is a safari ride where we can make animals go in and out of a habitat, and they can have interspecies bonus. That is one idea. Another idea is not doing that and just having a big walking path around here so people can see a bunch of animals. The other idea, which is idea number 3, is just continue these budget things, which is more realistic, and just add them all in here. I've never seen a zoo currently where they had interspecies bonus in real life, except for, I think, Animal Kingdom, but I was a child, so I wouldn't count that at all as a thing. So I'm still debating about this, but this will be the most likely final project of the zoo when we get to that. Where are the lights at? That's what I'm saying. But this is too big of an area down here to not use it at all, so we might incorporate a hidden pathway back here, maybe hidden hippopotamuses. Hidden hungry hippopotamuses. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know, but I guess we'll figure that out when we get there. This here is 100% not going to be anything at any time. This is not going to be a habitat. Maybe flamingos, but we already did that as the flamingos before. I do think the flamingos was a really cool idea, but I don't think we're going to do that again. So what I'm going to incorporate is what we did on the other side is hopefully this doesn't take too long to do. But it just looks very weird having this as an open field, to be honest with you. So we're going to take all of this out and smooth it out. And we're going to go on in and drop some water. Done. And now we have another pond over here. I guess while we're here too, we might as well add in a couple details, shall we? While we're here, right? Now you might be asking me, Claude, why are you just putting these lily pads like right next to these reeds? That just doesn't make sense. You do that for all of them. Now I don't know if this is real or not, but I'm pretty sure lily pads just don't float in the random open water. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I don't think they just like float in the water. Like at least they wouldn't be looking like this if they did. Kind of want to keep it like in that little Bay Area. Now, technically, this is a pond, so I doubt that they would go anywhere else. Also, it just feels like, it feels like this one's not as deep. But I guess it doesn't really matter. And by the way, I was adding this in here, after Pavlin S told us about how to do the coral, which is a really cool idea. So yeah, if you want to see some more cool Planet Zoo stuff, go check out Pavlin S on YouTube at Pavlin S. Just dropped a video the other day, literally like 9 hours ago. I don't know if it was allowed to post links here, so probably the host has to approve it. You can always drop the links into the Discord because I'm actually about to end the stream right about now. Why is my face missing? Because I'm cleaning my bedding in the background, and it should be almost done, honestly, because I've almost been up for an hour. No, I've been up for an hour because I've been at 7:45 to 8:45. Yeah, it's definitely done. I got to throw that into the drying machine. But Pavlin S, Zach Daily Games, and Liam's Having Fun, I want to thank you so much for coming out to today's live stream. And I want a special thank you to our Patreons for making this live stream even possible. And the Fredlings at home that watch and like and comment and chat, that actually helps out the most, more than becoming a Patreon, if you don't really realize it actually does. The videos are scheduled till the 20th of February, no further after my zoo is unplayable. I posted a clip so people watch it there in chat. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Watch Pavlin S Planet Zoo on YouTube if you want to see some more. Thank you so much for watching us move these guys. It looks a lot nicer now with the background. We still got some little details to do with in terms of putting some benches down and some other things. I hope you all have a great, wonderful rest of your day, and make it a great day. Not the choice is yours. And remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck. Bye.